The world we once knew has been lost to shadow. Was it sundered in fire and brimstone? Drowned in flood and rain? Was it tragic decadence? A great fall? Unspeakable corruption? Or did the awakening of magic destroy our world? No one knows for certain. Reach through the shadowy mists. Find a fragment of land infested with shadowy corruption, yet lit enough to find your way. Find a creature of light, a sylph. They are friendly and willing to guide you. Perhaps the two of you can find other survivors. Perhaps this land can serve as a shelter. Perhaps together you can build a sort of haven. Forge friendships to save the world.
Hello, 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 and welcome to the Unleashed Games weekly playtest, where you join me, Irena, CEO of Unleashed Games, live as we playtest the prototype of our game Haven, Forge Friendships to Save the World, with some of our near and dear friends. And this week, we get to actually play with one of our newest development partners, and we're so excited to welcome them. But first, we get a little bit of a development update on what we've been up to over the last week, and also what our next week looks like. But if you are new here, I'd first of all like to welcome you and thank you for joining us and checking out what we're building, and even better, ask you, like, as you see us play, as you see our game, and as we talk about these various topics that pertain to game development, we want your feedback, we want your interaction, we want to talk to you. And then while you're at it, please like, subscribe, follow us on LinkedIn, on YouTube, on Twitch, wherever it is that you're connecting to us, because we're on all of these channels. We want to see you there, and we want to see you back here every week, because every week we have new exciting guests and we have new changes to our game, and we need your feedback in order to make our priorities for the week after. And if you're here after, again, as a repeat viewer, and I love, love, love our friends. I'm going to check the chat right now. I know we see Frank and, of course, Tozeb and Scourge. Thank you so much for being with us again. You guys are awesome. And I hope to see some of you in game, because the cool part about being a repeat viewer and also subscribing to our Patreon is that you get to join us in these playtests every week. So if you're not aware, we have a Patreon, and I'll drop the link in chat if you'd like to subscribe. We have 3 different tiers, but if you subscribe to any of those tiers, you get a chance to playtest our game weekly, give us feedback, and participate every single week. So here, dropping it in here, if you want to check it out, we would love your support, because we are a bootstrap startup. We are developers of some of the best games in the world, games like Medal of Honor, Madden, Monopoly Go, and World of Warcraft. Like, legit, we've been making games, all of us, for about 25 years apiece. Most of us are longtime veterans. And we've had some other folks join us from the Call of Duty team, from Palia and WildStar, and from Pandemic Games. Folks that are working really, really hard to help bring this game to life. But we need your support right now as we try to survive on the day-to-day while we seek funding. And that's where we have a really cool update, is that we've had some really positive pitches this week, and we haven't gotten the result from them, but we need you to cross your fingers for us as we roll into next week, with the hopes of getting checks in so that we can get ourselves to GDC to close some fantastic deals. But the most exciting conversation that we had was with my microphone seemed to just freak out for a second, and I'm going to unplug and plug it back in. But we met with a AAA publisher this week. We are so excited for that conversation. And here was the feedback. Legit, this was great. They ended the conversation with, "You guys are a breath of fresh air, and we have never heard a pitch like yours." I think that's positive, right? So again, in that conversation, we're actually continuing that conversation, and these publisher conversations take weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks, and hopefully we'll have something more solid by GDC. So we're not going to reveal the name necessarily, but if anybody has publisher contacts that you think would be interested in this particular title, we would love an introduction. And again, down here, we would love your support, and we would love for you to join us in our playtest. And there's a bunch of new benefits and bonuses coming to our Patreon subscribers. Things like our Discord server is going to be opening up very, very soon. Another update that we have is that we've recently been connected up with an incredible artist from Pixar. I just said that out loud. An artist from Pixar is, as we speak, working on helping us do another revision of that trailer you just saw. That trailer is just a prototype. It's, a glorified storyboard. It has our music. It has an incredible voiceover from Cissy Jones, a voice of Lilith from The Owl House, and a variety of other incredible games. Game titles, some award-winning. We have some fantastic partners and allies in the development of Haven, but we're planning on +1ing this trailer over and over and over again. So our videographer is now partnering with this Pixar artist in doing another revision. So I hope to be able to share something very, very soon with you on this very playtest stream. So please stay tuned every single week. That said, let's get into our guest for this week. I'm so excited because, and I've kind of hinted at this over on LinkedIn, but we've actually been partnering. We've been working on getting this conversation more formal. But I ran into these folks. Now I'll tell you, we've never met before, but when I saw a post on LinkedIn about this tool that we've partnered with, I lost my gourd. I was so excited. And for one specific reason, we have a pipeline where we're leveraging AI very specifically to help speed up our developers. Because if there's anything that's really expensive in game development, it's making the content. It's making those levels. It's making trees. It's making rocks. It's making bushes. Some of the core basic things, and also making mushrooms. Because every game absolutely needs mushrooms, right? But those things actually take a long time. And ways that we get around some of the cost is we outsource these things to cheaper regions, to third-party developers and art producers in Singapore or Ukraine or Poland. Or now with generative AI, we have really cool tools that can actually get us there faster and in a more programmatic way. But a lot of these tools that generate AI don't create production-ready assets, and also they don't have the ability to be able to fine-tune the art style to match the look of whatever the game development studio is aiming for. And if they're developing anything, some of these tools that are creating assets, they're building for more hyper-realistic art styles, which is not our jam. In fact, we think hyper-realistic is a little bit overdone
and we actually are going for a more painterly, a stylized look. But when we saw Mythica, we got really excited because there's actually tuning ability for this. And I'm going to actually share a little trailer before we jump into it. And mind you, it's on YouTube, so it's going to be an awkward transition, no apologies. But let's check out what Mythica is before I introduce our guest.
Remember when creation was simple? Let your artistry run wild and watch it bloom into reality. In Mythica, creation knows no limits. With a tool that always keeps up with your imagination. You can unleash your endless creativity. Welcome to Mythica. Coming soon.
Dude, I'd love to welcome our guests, Slater Victoroff, the CEO of Mythica, and Sam Kaminer, the Director of Community from Mythica. Hey, friends.
What's up? How's it going, Irena?
Oh my God, I'm so happy to have you here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Your tool blows my mind.
That's great to hear. We work pretty hard on it.
Yeah, it's absolutely incredible. Slater, tell me, how did you get here?
How did I get here physically in Western Massachusetts, or
lots of mushrooms and foraging?
If I'm going to be honest, Irena, I'm not sure. I ended up here one day with no memory at all of how I got here, and I figured it was a good enough place to set up shop. And a year later, no one's kicked me out.
Well, I'm happy to have you here in the same time zone, but how did Mythica come about? Tell us your origin story.
Yeah, no, totally. My first concession, right? I have to admit, my background is not in gaming. I've been working very hard for the past 2 years, but my background is in AI. And my last company, Indico Data Solutions, was sort of very early in the LLM and Gen AI space. Sort of like, I was pitching this stuff instead of graduating from college, 12, 13 years ago, which is a while. It's been a minute. And I was actually at a robotics company called Cybernetica, and that was how I got introduced to sort of this problem of AI in 3D. And a lot of people might or might not realize this, but the techniques that we see for Midjourney and all these kind of traditional 2D Gen AI approaches really are not effective for 3D. I think when you look at some of the approaches like Descartes, I think it's very interesting at people that have seen sort of the Minecraft game engine, right? But it's still fundamentally kind of this 2D interface, right? They're stimulating a video. And so kind of had this idea, right? Saying, hey, I actually have a very different idea of how to approach 3D AI very broadly, right? With more artist control, right? With training that can actually happen, that an individual user can be in control of, right? And so I think a pretty differentiated thesis there. And I was really excited to make it happen. Thankfully, this is not my first time around. So when kind of, I would say we passed this critical performance threshold of ChatGPT and, all of these Gen AI applications coming out, right? It's not that the technology was necessarily new, but the technology working that well was new. And I waited a little bit to make sure that it was serious, that this was going to stick around. And when it did, I said, hey, I think I have a good idea. I called up Sam, who I'd known for a while, and I said, hey, I've got a crazy idea. His last AI company, maybe had a very interesting story of its own that I'll let him tell. And the rest is history. And we've been running really hard ever since. I guess it's been what, a year and a half since then. So far so good. We've still definitely got a lot more to build, but I'm really, really happy with what the team has put together.
That is fantastic. And I have to say that the way that you're approaching AI into our workflows and pipelines, really, like I said this in my LinkedIn post, like it acts as a force multiplier for the artist. It keeps the artist at the center of the experience and of the creativity, rather than relying on a pool of other content, which is one of the problematic areas for AI, as we all know. There's been a lot of pushback around AI because of the training data that we've classically used, or at least what is communicated out. And it's created a lot of negativity around AI, when AI itself actually just has the capability of reasoning and understanding and using machine learning to make the right choice and get us to something in a 3D context, using that source of core like artist data and creativity to generate something completely novel, but creating a shortcut to getting from flat 2D image to actual world that you can wander around in.
Yeah, I think you hit on like a lot of really, really good kind of key pieces there, and things that we really care a lot about. And maybe not to take too much of Sam's thunder, but I think one of the cores of our thesis around this question of like, how do we actually create AI in a better way, in a way that feels more equitable and accessible? A little bit of my origin story is my father is actually a copyright lawyer. And so this question of IP, right, and kind of what is fair use here, we've been talking about over holidays for literally the past decade. And I mean, maybe we won't get into that too much this stream. Maybe some other day, right? If someone really gets me going, I can go off on IP law. But I think the core of our thesis right now is really open source, right? I think what we've realized is, this technology is out there, right? And especially with DeepSeek, I think especially in games, this is kind of very surprising and not what people are used to. But in the AI world, open source has been the dominant force for a really, really long time. I think the performance of DeepSeek is definitely surprising. I think the way they made reinforcement learning work really, really well, good for them. But the fact that something open source came out overnight and defeated a bunch of large incumbent players, that is actually not surprising. Like, that is the way that has been the history, that has been the path. And the fact that it took, 2 years this time, that's a shockingly long amount of time in the world of AI.
Considering,
and so I think that what we really are hoping that we can do, right, is bring this technology to gaming in a way that is fully open source, where the data being generated, all the community has equal access to. Anything that we create in the AI space will also, be available and open source to the community. I don't know, people tell us we're wrong, tell us we're right, but that's the best path that we've been able to find. So,
we love that. And, we're a very community oriented developer, and that's one of the reasons why we're so excited to partner with you. And everything that we build will go into that training pool as well. And like, we are not that's not a problem. We don't need to protect that, because it's only going to make games better in the long run.
It's wonderful to hear that, and I can't wait for more game studios to jump onto that. And I think it's something that makes us super excited, is how pro open source Unleashed is.
Hey, thanks. Speaking of community, Sam, thank you for joining us too.
Yeah, totally. I'm glad to be here.
Tell us about your origin story. Like, how did you come to Mythica?
Yeah, I mean, what a trip, man. So I actually started in movie production. I worked as a movie producer for almost 10 years. And then at some point I got burnt out on that whole lifestyle, like working, 16-hour days on movie sets for 8 months a year. It was just like, it was grating my soul away. And I walked away from that. I ended up kind of by miraculous circumstances at an AI company. And at that point I knew nothing about AI. So what I did was I called up my old friend Slater, and I said, like, Slater, I don't know anything about AI, but I'm working in AI now. Can you help me out? And he was super helpful, sent me a bunch of papers to read, videos to watch, talked me through a lot of the process. And and then eventually that company sort of like found its way towards falling apart a little bit, as startups do. And 2 weeks later, Slater called me up, and at that point, this was pre Mythica, really existing. It was an idea, and he said, I have this idea. It's AI plus video games equals question mark. We'll figure it out.
Equals
And
question mark.
and I've always been a big gamer. I've always been big on the gaming industry. Like, just for some reason, like industry magazines and behind the scenes stuff has always been super exciting and has grabbed my attention. So the opportunity to work in games was like such a blessing, and I jumped head first.
Amazing. Well, we're so happy to have you here. And you sent me a couple of things to actually share more in depth about Mythica. Which video should I show next?
Yeah, so I think the first thing to kind of roll through is our Rockify tool, which is coming soon. And I think that's kind of the first thing to kind of show off like what Mythica is doing right now. And before we do this, I want to give a little bit of clarity into like what Mythica is really doing at the moment, which is like we talk a lot about AI, and that's like we think about AI, and we're working towards AI, but the truth is that like our tools right now are not AI. They're procedural. And specifically what they're doing is they're linking procedural tools, specifically Houdini, which is for those who don't know, an incredibly powerful procedural engine that has been used for the cornerstone of CGI and film animation for a very long time, but has not really found its way into games yet. And so what we're doing in a lot of ways is allowing this amazing technology to be accessible to game developers from both a front end and back end standpoint, giving people the tools to use it in more effective ways for game development, but also making the back end of how these tools really work more relevant for game developers, because fundamentally the workflows between game development and CGI animation are not the same. And so Rockify is sort of the first sort of like public pass at this. We have a few open source tools that are out there right now, but this is the first one that we're sort of buttoning up and making really exciting and accessible to people. So we can jump into this and we can sort of walk you through what it's doing. But for everyone, this is coming soon, and it is 100% open source, free to use in all of your video game commercial projects.
This is awesome.
Okay, so here I'll just kind of like narrate a little bit because
Hi,
this is like a
I'm
9-minute
Max, one of
demo.
the founding technical artists here at Mythica.
Here,
and
let
this is
me.
Rockify.
I'll pipe down the volume so you can just talk
And we
over
kind
it.
of scrubbed through it a little bit. There's also a trailer that I sent you, Irena, that might be a little bit better at showing this off, but we can sort of scrub through and I'll explain. So the idea here is that a game developer, in this case we're at Unreal, can kind of create shapes, using geometric objects. So in this case, we're putting a lot of squares and blocks together to create like a general shape of what the artist wants their object to look like. And then what we're doing is we're dropping the Mythica tool on top of that. You see the little orange thing, that's the Houdini logo. So we're dropping the Mythica tool on top of that. And then if you want to scrub forward a little bit, it's sort of like in the back end, understanding what this shape looks like in terms of the blocks, and then Houdini is creating this mesh. So this is something that would take an artist a week to do, and we just did it in a couple of seconds. So it's taking your input as the artist, your shape, and it is creating a mesh in Houdini. It's putting textures and materials on that mesh to make it look really nice, and then it's bringing that automatically into Unreal and basically just like swapping out the block shape that you had created. And then by editing those blocks, you can the mesh automatically edits itself, so it'll always kind of like stay pretty, stay beautiful. And then, from there, there's a ton of different parameters that we expose. So you can change the color, the tonality, the distance between like the creases and the rocks, like all these things, you have total artistic control over. The idea being that we really want to give the artist maximal control. here you can see that we expose vertex colors so that this is all workable in Nanite and Lumen, which allow for performance in Unreal and graphics to be a lot better. I think this is sort of like the core of why we chose to go procedural first before we touch AI. Is that AI? There's a lot of AI mesh generators out there. There's a lot of 2D AI stuff out there. But fundamentally, this stuff does not give a lot of control to the artist. You can kind of put in a prompt, and the AI will try to interpret that as best as it can. But it's not. It's just like not really reflecting what you as the artist want. It's giving you, the AI interpretive version of your language. Whereas when we go procedural, it really gives all of this in the hands of the artist, and you can get to a tremendous degree of specificity and really create what you're looking for out of your game project just a lot faster.
Absolutely incredible. And I've shown this to our on-staff artists, and they're blown away. Like, they're just looking at their workload reducing. And also, like, the best part of it is unlocking their time to focus on things that actually matter. And I mean, obviously this stuff does matter, but it speeds up their workflow. And like trying to create unique looking rocks, that are clean in terms of poly count and being production ready, like it takes up a lot of time and effort.
Yeah, it really does. And you said it really perfectly earlier, Irena, that just like the fact of the matter is that making games of the quality that 2025 requires, from the market standpoint, a visual fidelity and a quality that consumers want is incredibly difficult, incredibly expensive, incredibly labor intensive. And so most companies right now are hiring tremendous outsourcing teams all across the world to just make rocks, right? And
Yep.
so and that's just like not, it's just like in the long term, that's just like not a tenable business solution. And I think that's why we see so much turmoil and chaos in the games industry right now, is that games are just like incredibly expensive to make. And so tools like ours are really going to unlock a lot of leeway for developers to focus on the things that really matter at the end of the day, on the gameplay, on the story, on the experience that the player is really going to have beyond just this like really small details of like, do the rocks make this game break or not, right? Like that's really what it comes down to a lot of the time.
And it had a nav mesh. Oh my god, like
100%. There's
collision
all
built
in there.
in.
Yeah, it's built in. You just press a button.
Absolutely wild. Like, I mean, when we play our game, mind you, we have things that don't have a nav mesh. Don't walk through the trees because you can. Fair warning. But if we had your tool already integrated, we wouldn't have to worry about it so much. There's another video too. My favorite, the mushroom one. If anybody knows me, and
Yeah.
Slater apparently also big mushroom fan, as mentioned before. This is how we bonded, Slater.
Yeah, you have no idea how shocked Sam is to hear you being introduced as the Mushroom One instead of me being introduced as the Mushroom One. I've been formally dubbed the Mushroom Emissary. I call by myself, to be fair. I call myself that.
I've seen Slater forage for mushrooms outside of convention centers in the middle of like major metropolitan areas.
Successfully.
That is phenomenal, and I support this. And I find it's vitally important to educate people whenever you walk by them and there happens to be a mushroom nearby. You need to tell them that is edible, even though they're in the middle of San Francisco.
Yeah, I mean, people. But if you don't tell them, they're not even going to know. You do have to tell them. That's important.
It is very, very important. And you know what? It's a free source of food.
Mm-hmm.
And I, for one, welcome our mushroom overlords. And like a good chicken of the woods makes the best saute.
Oh my God, chicken of the woods! They're going to start popping up any month now. Or I mean, okay, for all you folks in New England, spring is coming. Dryad saddle. That's what's up. It's incredible jerky. You roast it and blend it into powder. Dryad saddle. And if you know your morel spots, Please tell me, because I'm still looking.
There is a morel spot near my old house in a wood that is known for a 3,000-year-old blackberry stand. Just come on over, and apparently there's morels there late April and early May. Let's go.
Yes,
it is on.
Done. I love it.
Fantastic. So what about this? I mean, the title of this video is Mushroom Maker. So I'm, of course, like dying to watch it.
Yeah. So I'll just give a little bit of context. The video gives a little bit of context, but it's a minute-long video. It's really like a trailer for a competition that we're launching today. And you guys, Unleashed, are actually sponsoring, which is really exciting.
That's right.
And
this is our mushroom competition.
Yeah, and so this is really an effort to spur open source development in game development and procedural Houdini stuff. So, you know, like we, as Slater said, believe that the future of game technology broadly, of really any technology broadly, is open source. And you know, we're really trying to put our money where our mouth is and create that from the ground up. And the way that we're doing that at first is by having these competitions. This is the second one that we've run. We offer $10,000 in cash prizes for procedural artists, technical artists, to build tools that create, you know, various environmental assets that we think will be useful for game developers. So our first one, Canopy Crafters, gave $10,000 to some incredible artists who made procedural tree generators. And we're doing it again, and this time we are doing it for mushrooms. So this is a little ad. This is going to be a lot of my face, a lot of me, you know, explaining the competition and you know, trying to have a little fun and bring people into what we think is a really exciting new paradigm in development, which is open source.
Are
you a Houdini developer? Do you believe in open source? And do you love mushrooms? Mythica and Unleashed Games are teaming up to launch Mushroom Makers. This is a one-of-a-kind opportunity to showcase your skills and leave your mark. Here's the challenge. Create new tools for generating 3D mushrooms in game environments. Whether it's realistic fungi for immersive worlds or creative shroomies for whimsical adventures, this is your chance to innovate and inspire. We're offering $10,000 in cash prizes for the best submissions, and winners will not just be rewarded, but also have their assets featured in Unleashed upcoming game. Haven is a project brought to you entirely by a team of dedicated volunteers looking to craft something extraordinary. And the best part, this is 100% open source. That means that neither Mythica or Unleashed will own your tools, and it belongs entirely to you and the community that chooses to use it. So are you ready to unleash your creativity and help build tools that inspire new worlds?
And that is right. The cool part about all of this is that whatever mushrooms are made, we plan on bringing into our game, into Haven, and making a whole new level. Our next level is going to feature your mushrooms, plus you get cash. So like it's a win-win all the way around.
Yeah, we're really excited to, you know, start seeing these tools used in games across the board, and yours being the start is we're stoked. This is gonna be so fun.
I cannot wait, and obviously we're gonna have to add some mushroom gameplay and crafting recipes to make delicious food.
Yeah, I'll hold you to that.
It is on like Donkey Kong. Speaking of being on like Donkey Kong, did you guys get the game downloaded okay?
Oh yeah, I've made a character.
Right. Oh, I didn't make a character yet.
Oh, my
so you've been able to successfully connect and everything?
Maybe.
Uh-oh. Sam, we're losing your
robot.
Yeah, Sam, you turned into a robot friend.
Oh no. That happened when I tabbed over to Haven.
Oh, well, it's all Haven's fault. I mean, it is a prototype after all. It's not production ready. But why don't you two share your screen so that we can totally snoop in on you while we play?
How's that?
Great.
Let me get into, hold on. I'm learning this interface. Slater, there you are, friend. You're playing a mage. Good to see you there. And here, let me jump into, let me get you guys like, yes, now we can see us all at once. No, let's go this version. All right. And Sam, do you have your screen shared?
Let me, yes, 1 second.
All right, but go ahead and log on, Slater.
Chrome preferences real quick.
Oh,
Ooh. Oh, hey. Oh, I'm here. Oh, look at that.
You are in it to win it, my friend.
Oh, I love it.
Does it remind you of any games?
Yeah, well, it's very interesting because I mean, I play lots of open world games. I love me some open world games, and there's definitely, there's a little bit of that, but honestly, The Gathering is a lot more. It's a lot more WoW like, which I don't know if I want to admit how much WoW I've played, but
It's okay. I mean, you see these are the WoW expansions that I helped launch. So we've got classic Burning Crusade and Lich King. I think I did
yes.
that in the wrong order.
Oh yeah, that
So-
that's bringing back some real memories. Yeah, I've got some like nightmares of chickens that still come back from Nomergon sometimes.
Nice.
It's looking like I'm gonna have to leave this stream and then come back in order to screen share.
All right. So come right back. And
I will.
are you going to make a warrior or a healer?
Oh, let me decide when I get back in.
Oh yeah, this is definitely like wow.
All right. Reboot, and we'll see you in a minute, Sam.
All right.
You just got snared by that Kraken root.
Yeah,
And I think it
this guy is so
back.
rude.
Because it's just like a tree stump to be a septipod.
Yeah, no, that does check out. It is like wow. Okay, easy. Take that, Kraken root. All right, I gotta figure my rotation out.
Well, you've got a bunch of skills there at the bottom.
Yeah, let's see. Mirage. Ooh, oh, interesting. Oh, well, I should just have that on all the time, shouldn't I?
That is your buff. And you can cast that on other people.
Oh, that's lovely. That's okay. And then, yes, great. That's why I didn't win. I wasn't dancing enough. I mean, I guess I did, but yes. Okay, great. I feel confident now.
Are you guys seeing my screen?
Let's see. Oh, we're getting there we go.
Cool.
Yes, we can see you. Go ahead and log in, Sam.
Do you know why it's not working when I click log in?
Oh, it's not working for you?
I'm pressing log in and it's not working. Quit seems to work, but log in will not.
All right. Go check out your Slater's already in. Are you using the Mac or PC build?
I'm on the Mac build.
Okay. We had somebody else that was having an issue with the Mac build, but I'm going to drop you there should be a serverless.txt. That was extracted.
TXT. Let me find it.
Oh, I figured it out.
Yeah, I see the server list.
All right. So I'm going to drop you in our private chat. Replace the line inside serverless.txt with that line.
Got you.
Because another one of the big announcements that we have, and the thing that we were working on the most this week, was we migrated our server from a tiny little host to Google Cloud, specifically so that we can start to scale and setting us up for friends and family alpha. So this is a big test for us to make sure that everybody can get connected. Oh, careful there, friend.
What? Oh, that's gonna send me to some place I don't know I want to go to, doesn't it?
Oh, maybe. You never know.
I mean, I kind of want to find out.
I mean, you can find out, and if it doesn't work out for you, that's okay. There's no death penalty just yet.
Okay. Well, I did figure my rotation out. So these Kraken roots,
How's it going, Sam?
It says connecting. I got one step farther this time.
I'm using the Mac build, which is hilarious because I'm connected.
What does your server list say? The one you dropped me is correct?
Yep, that's the one that I have.
Oh no.
I'm double checking the executable that you have. Yeah. That should be correct.
Okay, so it should be Haven : 35 202 57 115 7777.
Yep.
Okay. And then I'm going to exit that.
I'm testing the exact build that I had you download.
All right, now it says connecting again. Hopefully this puts me through.
Okay, I was able to connect with that same build. No, I want it to work.
I want it to work really bad.
Slater, are you on the Mac build or on the PC build?
I'm on the PC build. But how do I? I'm trying to figure out my build menu. How do I?
Oh, hey!
How do I make a shelter?
I found you.
Hello.
Hey, friend.
Hello. What if I build a beacon? How do I build? Should shelter be on my list, or what if I just like
come up over here?
Bam, right there.
Each one of these beacons actually represents a building plot for each player. Though this one may be mine. I don't know. See if you can build a house. Permissions would say no.
Say teleport to Adventureland. How am I going to see that button and not press it?
Oh God, I'm following right behind you.
Okay. All right. Well, what? Oh, it's a safe zone?
Oh, just around the beacon.
I see.
Not so much anymore, though. I buffed you.
Oh, you buffed me. Amazing. Oh, I'm going to buff you right back.
Oh, thanks, friend. You're so kind.
Yeah. If anyone gets the deep cut of a female mage named Siona also, I'll be really nice to you. I don't have any prize to give out, but I will be really nice.
All the prizes come from mushrooms.
That's fair. I'll take you. If you show up in Western Massachusetts and you know who Siona is, then I will take you mushroom foraging. That seems only fair.
Sam, try just having your account name be Sam.
That's what I did.
Did it work?
I'm quitting one more time. Hopefully this works. I re-downloaded the client. Hopefully that makes it right.
Maybe.
Oh, what is this? A village of Kraken roots? Am I the bad guy?
Here, I've got an extracted version, Sam. I'll drop that in private chat, a link to it, just in case.
Love it. Thank you.
Maybe that works. Poor Slater's left to fend for himself.
Oh no. I'm just figuring out if I'm the bad guy, you know?
Are you the bad guy?
These Kraken roots have a village. I wasn't ready for that.
Or maybe they've taken over the village.
You know, I prefer this. Let's think that.
Should I just wait for it to connect? Does it usually take a minute or?
No, it should connect almost immediately. I mean, it's Google.
Got it. Yeah, because the original text file was a Google server, and then you sent me a Haven server.
Yep.
But the numbers were all the same.
The numbers were the same. I just changed it so that you would know that it was switched, and then it was the updated one. And did you re-download from the link that I just sent you?
I re-downloaded from the link that you sent me a few hours ago.
I just sent you a new one in the private chat for
Okay,
restream.
let me try that one.
And it should be the same thing, but it's already pre-extracted.
Got it.
And that's literally I just launched the game from that executable on my Mac. What we found last week is that there was a problem potentially with somebody's router.
Oh, whoa.
That was blocking connectivity, but that was to our old host. But this is very interesting that you're running into this issue too, because we've never run into this issue before last week.
Lucky
Following
you,
Slater
Steve.
around.
So it's not just me who has this issue?
Yeah, Shelby had it, our guest last week, so she just had to watch us run around.
That makes me feel a little better.
I'm glad it makes you feel better, even though it means that you can't play. But I'm hopeful for you downloading this this new executable. And Slater's found some cotton. He's cotton picking.
Cotton. Lovely. Oh, and wolves. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, careful. They are a bit
should
tougher.
be careful.
They should be careful. That's right. So actually, for the sake of you knowing, this is our procedurally generated zone.
Oh, is it?
We have a terrain stitcher where we identify specific assets, and it puts it together in a way we paint out areas of various difficulty and clusters of mobs and encounters, and then it randomly pieces it together. So every time we spin up this zone, it's unique.
That's really cool, and I'm now realizing why you told me to be careful. Perhaps I should have heeded your warning.
Well, as your healer, I should have probably been healing instead of trying to nuke.
You know what? As a healer, I understand. As someone who always likes to main a shadow priest, I think healers should be allowed to nuke.
Well, absolutely, because we are really in denial for our role of having to kind of stay behind the scenes and make sure people don't die. But if I make sure you don't die, we could probably actually win some of these encounters, because we're going to get ads for sure.
We got this.
The wolves have a larger aggro radius. So good job. Kiting is the way to go.
Kiting, I can do that. Look at me. Look at that.
Whee!
All right.
See, I can keep you alive.
Yeah, you can.
Even more fun, I can do this. I'll build a fire.
Oh, will that give me +5 spirit?
No, it actually gives you health and mana regen.
Wow, that's even better.
And it also gives Sam something to find us with, should he get connected. How's it going, Sam?
I'm still pressing connect. Okay, so in the link you sent me on the DM, Irena, it brings me to a folder called Contents. And then I assume I go into another folder called Mac OS.
Well, that was that should have been a bundle. That was just the Haven app that is everything. But it took you into a folder. I'm gonna follow that link.
Yeah. It took me to a Drive folder.
Okay, that's silly. All right. I'm going to share.
Oh, hey, look, we got a friend. Hello, Tozeb the tank.
Yay! Tozeb saves the day. Sending you another link in chat.
Lovely.
Hey, Tozeb.
Are we going to go save this village?
Yeah, we are. We're going to go clear it out.
Excellent.
Hello, it's good to see you. I'm buffing you. So yeah, this zone is intended to be like a place where you meet new friends, just like we just did. Isn't that amazing? It's an adventure zone. Adventureland, actually, more specifically.
Adventureland. It's a good name.
It's very creative for our prototype.
I mean, it's the land where you have adventures, right?
As one does. Oh, hopefully you won't die before this heal lands. There we go. Always the challenge. I've got a fast small heal and a slow big heal, as one does.
As one does. Any hots?
No hots yet, because this is just level. This experience is only for like level 1 to 10.
Oh, I see. Okay, got it.
Bam. But we really need Mythica to make this zone more interesting looking.
Oh, I'm in. We will make all. I mean, I see it now. We'll make all sorts of mushrooms. We'll make. I mean, look at this.
Grass.
We also have the trees available for you to use if you want to jump into and start using.
Oh
our
my
canopy
goodness,
crafters
yes.
trees. Like they're free and they're there.
Some of these, and we need rocks, obviously.
Rocks, yes, we can get rocks. I mean, more. How do I get? Is there crafting I can play with?
Yes, back in the village zone.
Back in the village, that does check out.
Yeah, you can build a workbench because you've got survival gameplay.
Oh, lovely. That's exactly, I feel like, what I want. I feel like I've got so much of this nice loot. Oh, I just got an undamaged wolf pelt,
Nice. So yeah, the gameplay loop is that you go out on adventures that feel like you're exploring zones in WoW. You meet new friends, and eventually we'll have like dungeon entrances too. And there is a boss battle in here
Is there?
that we have to find, but we are advised to go and craft better gear before we try to tackle that boss battle.
Okay, that's good to know.
I mean, we could certainly try ahead of time, and considering our level of experience, I would believe in us.
I believe
we would
in
be
us.
able to
I think we can do
take it down. I mean, we'd do better if Sam were here.
Should I try to move? I have a PC downstairs. Should I try to move over there?
You could.
Let's try that. I've tried
All
multiple times to make this happen, but no luck.
I don't know what's up, but we're gonna have to figure this out, because now that this is the second time it's happened, I'm concerned.
All right, I'm gonna go disable my camera for a second.
All right, see you soon. We'll head back to the village.
Okay, yeah. Now that we got all these wolf pelts.
Yes, and you're gonna need some bones.
Bones. I got so many bones.
I totally yoinked that loot. All right.
Oh, nice.
And Tozeb.
Right.
Sweet. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Tozeb is diligently clearing the area so that we don't get any ads.
Lovely. I appreciate that.
But yeah, you can see like our rocks are a little bit boring. They're just like these giant fingers sticking out of the ground.
Oh yeah, we'll get you rocks, some ore nodes.
Nice. That's what we need.
Oh yeah.
But like again, you can see our art style. We're really going for that kind of painterly illustrated look.
Yeah, I mean, I really like it. It feels very approachable and friendly and cozy also.
That's the goal. Very we were really drawn to wanting to make something that felt like it could be anime or could be Western art, but something in not one or the other, but in between.
I see. Yeah.
All right, I'll meet you at the center of town.
Okay, the center. Wait, hold on. Is this my build area?
Yes, you can build a house.
Oh, great. Okay. Oh, everything is coming together.
I'd love to see it and hear it. I'm going to grab some of these crystals around the edge. We haven't quite polished out our starting experience. We have our shortcuts kind of still built in to make things go faster. But these crystals are part of the first core quest, which is to build your beacon to get to Adventureland. But we went to Adventureland first.
Well,
spoiler alert.
I suppose that does happen sometimes.
It sure does.
Okay. Oh, I'm
I
about
see
to have
your
a
building.
Look at that. Look at this. Okay, easy. I don't know what this is, but I know I want it. What do I need?
Yep. Here, I'll add what I have to it.
Okay. Oh, sweet. Oh, interesting. Okay, we're gonna need. Okay,
What
and
do we
then
need?
cotton bolt. All right. Gonna need to do something. Let's see.
I've got some cotton. I'm making some cotton bolts.
Oh yeah. Oh, is there? How do we? What is there? Is there another crafting thing to make cotton bolts or?
In this workbench over here that I'm
Ah,
standing at. It's being blocked by your backpack. But you need a bone needle. Oh no, you can make cotton bolts. Look at that.
wait. Where am I? Am I supposed to? Hold on. Help me out here. What am I? I just do. Should I be discovering? Should I
Well,
be
at the
discovering-
very top of that list, in the crafting window, you have some white options.
Oh, I see. I see now.
Yeah, the interface needs some work.
Yeah, I guess for some reason I was thinking like these are what I need to make components, and I'm like I'm missing one thing, but now I understand.
Sweet. Okay.
Oh yes. Oh, it's all coming together now.
Crafting is what makes the world go round.
It is crafting and fishing.
Oh, we need fishing.
That's honestly every time I played a new game of WoW, I would just max level fishing. That was like that was my move.
Typically whenever I play Stardew Valley with my kids,
Mm.
all they want to do is go fishing.
I get it. I do the same thing in Stardew Valley. It's a
Fishing is
game.
universal. And we're really going to have to figure out this Mac thing. And now it's worked, had been a problem with two different, oh, here we go.
Oh, it's
Let me
happening.
help you. Look at us. See, we can do this all together.
I'm trying to run it on my PC, Irena, and when I
Uh-huh.
press run, it says I can't run it. I can't run the code execution. Can't proceed because unityplayer.dll was not found.
What?
Oh, Sam, I have a. Did you try to run it without extracting it first?
I extracted the whole folder.
Okay, and are you running it from that new extracted folder?
Let me find.
Just put it in a new spot and then try to run from that folder. That might not be the issue, but it might be the issue.
Okay, let me.
Yay! You just built us an arcane mill, my friend.
Look at that. Look, I've unlocked things. I love that. Okay.
We've got some quests from this dear friend.
Shambling. Okay.
Also, there
all
should be
right.
quests from your beacon. I'm gonna do these quests so I can get some XP. Oh,
Nice. I'm gonna make some gear for myself.
do it, do it.
Yes. Okay. So, question. So, if I make metal armor, because I'm a mage, but should I still wear metal armor?
I don't think you can.
Oh. Well,
You need cloth armor, friend.
let me see. I made cloth armor, and whether this will be my silver armor or someone else's silver armor.
Tozem could use it.
Okay, great. Oh, no, I can wear it.
You can?
I can, yeah.
Oh my goodness, hacks.
Okay, great. Well, look at that. Well,
We don't have class limitations yet on gear.
no limits. I love it.
It's like Outback
man,
Steakhouse.
my friends, I am in.
You're in.
Yes!
Oh my god. Oh my goodness.
Victory is ours.
Yes. Okay. Well, I'm getting geared up. I'm starting to feel pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Okay, I'm going to get myself a sycamore staff. Even though
I was thinking the same thing. How do I recognize a sycamore tree?
You need to chop down some trees in Adventureland.
Ah, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, some things are only available in the more difficult zones, my friend.
Whoa, it's like this is like an RPG with progression or something.
Very loose progression at the moment, but
Yeah,
yes, still progression. Absolutely.
progression.
And I need.
How do I find you?
You are in a different village zone. This is actually something that we need to fix for friends and family. But I'm going to give you a little cheat. You're going to type. If you hit return to open up your chat, you're going to type /V, and then type in Siona.
Hit return to go in my chat. I go /V.
And capital S. It's case sensitive.
Okay, /V, capital S.
Ciona.
Ciona.
And then hit enter, and it'll teleport you to Slater's bind point. Cheats, hacks. And just run straight ahead, and you'll find us.
Ciona.
We have gathered and been very productive in his build spot. Let me see.
Yeah.
There you are. I see you. I'm coming to get you.
I'm just gonna grab some sycamore right quick. No one need to worry about this.
Well, I'm going to Victory Lap share Sam's gameplay.
Excellent. Yes.
Oh, wait. Sam has a different screen shared. Wrong one.
Yeah, I know. I can't share my screen with you.
That's fine. That's fine. Hey, but you're here. I'm so happy.
Oh, there we go. What's up?
Yay.
Woo.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello. How do I
One of
say
the first things we had animated in were emotes because priorities.
Priorities.
And then shortly afterwards, the jump.
Yeah. What else do you do when you're waiting? For Battleground
jump.
to start, right?
Like crisscross. I think that's a reference most people these days don't get. We have Slater. Oh no, Slater's out in Adventureland. Oh, you're back. You're back.
I'm back. I'm about to make me.
Oh, there's Siona, baby.
Oh yeah. And then I'm gonna make myself some cotton gear. I'm not gonna cheat and make myself
cheating
metal armor like Slater did.
Do you want a sycamore staff?
I have a sycamore staff, I think.
All right. Well, all right then.
Do you have your sycamore wand?
I do. I just built it.
I no longer have a flimsy staff. I am less flimsy in general.
Less flimsy. That's good. Good job.
Oh, thanks. I try.
Okay.
All right. I'm buffing and everybody. So you also want to make sure that up at the top where your buffs are, one of them is your rested buff. If you notice, it increases your run speed and increases your health regen. We want to make sure that we always have that up whenever we're out adventuring.
Oh.
All right.
Find some more silver because I'm not hacking hard enough yet.
Well, what we're going to do first is this.
Okay.
Oh, shoot.
Help me build this beacon.
On our tail.
Oh, we need more crystals.
I've got some crystals.
Bring those crystals to the center of town, friends.
Okay, what kind of crystals do you need? How many?
Just one of each color. So we got to find all the crystals. I got the gray one and the green one. I've got that put into the beacon.
I've got yellow and pink.
All right.
I see a crystal over here. I'm running towards it.
All right.
Okay, Sam, you get that one.
Get us a crystal.
Mine. All right, I got orange. There's a chest.
All right.
Okay, sweet.
The last one is coming. Sam's coming in clutch.
Orange crystal, add, baby.
Double click. You got to double click on it in your inventory.
Yeah, and then I press add.
Yep.
Am I going to be okay?
I have no idea.
I like that answer a lot.
This
When
is
I
a
press
prototype
add, it
after
goes right
all.
back into my inventory.
Interesting.
Oh,
Try
no,
just
it's
hitting
gone.
it once instead of twice.
Maybe that.
No. Orange crystal, add, goes back into my inventory.
What? You're finding all of our bugs.
Yay.
I like this.
I'm also running into a bug where I'm always running backwards.
That's
you
going
see
to
me?
make trading with you hard.
Yeah, I
Um,
kind of have to like be running forwards all the time.
Here, let me. Here,
Oh,
give me
okay,
your
what-
orange
what-
crystal.
Orange crystal, boom. There we go.
Accepting.
Accepting. You got it.
All right. Let me see if I can add it, if it recognizes it. Oh, there we go.
There we
You
go.
can build. Help me build. Double click.
Oh, okay, cool. So we can, if we both are building, then it goes faster.
Yep. Everybody can help.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it gets a little lonely.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
It does. Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Look at that.
Well done, guys.
Yeah. All right. Oh, and it's so shiny. This has all got new lighting in it too. Becky went in there and did a beautiful number on the lighting.
Is this how we're supposed to get to Adventureland?
This is how we're supposed to get to Adventureland. Yes.
Okay, I see. Well, good
Shall
job.
we?
Going? Let's do it.
And let's hope Sam's movement gets fixed as he zones.
You know, Sam is just too good. This is just it's a fair handicap.
Okay, my screen went black. I still see the UI, but I don't see my character anymore.
How is this happening?
I don't know how I'm getting the short end of every stick here.
There's gotta be something going on. Some networking issue.
It's funny
I'll
because
hang
like,
out here.
all right, maybe I'm gonna leave the game and come back.
Yeah, leave the game and come back. I believe in you.
I believe in myself, and I believe in Haven.
Oh, thank you. We're forging friendships right here, right now. And we will, in fact, save the world.
Oh, wow. There's a lot of wolves here.
I'm not with you, so you have no healer.
You know,
Caution.
sometimes that's life.
Oh, the mage is not afraid.
The mage is never afraid.
The mage is always causing problems.
Got Tazib here. Look at this. We're good.
You got this.
Yes.
Don't worry, we've got a little fairy trail that we can follow to catch up with you once I get Sam in here.
Oh, you're good. We'll clear it out for you guys. We'll
All
just
right,
Oh, thanks. Thanks, friend.
I'm back in the game, but I don't see our big crystal in the village.
You want to go to /v Sayona again.
/v Sayona. No luck.
Did you do capital S?
Yeah. Is there any
You can do Google Cloud all caps. That's my name.
Google Cloud? There's no space between /v and Google Cloud, right?
There is a space.
Okay. There we go.
And
All
you
right,
can
now I see our big crystal.
and you should
Then I
be
use
able to
that.
double click on that.
Teleport to Adventureland.
That's right. And let's hope it works.
Let's hope it works.
I'm here waiting for you. Did it freeze again?
It doesn't seem to be frozen, but I can't see anything other than the UI.
What is up? I'm definitely going to check our server logs. I'm not officially a server engineer, but I play one on TV.
Yeah, like the UI is working fine. I can like check my inventory and everything.
That is wild.
Oh yeah, I can even use abilities.
Oh, wow.
So something's happening with your, like the terrain's not loading. That's kind of wild.
I hear there's a boss around here somewhere. I'm gonna find it.
Yup.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find you guys now. I'm following the breadcrumb trail.
Yeah, and then if I
I wish I could tell you.
if I do the teleport to Siona thing again, I can see the terrain and everything again. I come back in the game.
Okay. That's odd, but you know what? Let us find the boss and maybe you can join us there.
You know what? I'm gonna be over here crafting.
Go.
So when you guys get back, I'll have some cool shit.
Yep. No, sounds good. That sounds good. Uh-oh. I've got aggro and I don't have any friends and I'm a healer.
Oh no, where are you?
Somewhere out in the wilderness looking for my friends.
That sounds very dangerous.
And
Oh, it's the tree. The tree takes us to the boss, right?
oh, you found it?
Kabalmat's lair.
Yep. So, Sam, some other cheat, maybe you can find it in the zone, is that behind some giant rocks is a secret glowy tree. Again, see, we have all these cheats in place so that we can, this is why we're not friends and family yet. We got to still fix these things. We got bugs to solve.
Well,
all right, behind some rocks, we got a secret glowy tree. Let's find those rocks.
I'm going to find you.
Big rocks.
Oh, shamblings.
And we're going to try to find them.
Oh, I see the glowy tree. Okay.
Yep. I'm coming.
Teleport to Kabalamat lair.
That is Kabalmat, the demigod that we need to destroy.
Yeah, same thing. Same thing going on over here.
Did you get like a black screen?
I got a black screen, but I can still use abilities, so maybe I can just blindly, use my fire ability and stuff, and then I can help you out.
That'll go great. Are you guys down here?
We are. Hello, Google Cloud.
Yay. That is my very in-lore name.
Yeah.
I'm going to build a fire before we get started.
Good idea.
I don't have any wood. Oh, I do have wood. Good. All right, let's go.
Just re-up everyone's buffs.
Oh, smart. Let me, I'll re-up yours.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
And then I should probably buff myself, maybe. Sam, I'm so sorry. Like, it makes me sad to try to even kill him without you.
Don't worry, Sam. We'll do this in your honor.
Thank you. Very kind.
Yeah, I'm pulling also.
Oh, turns out. All right. Shit.
He said it's...
Because this is going to be just like every other fight.
It's just going to be like every other fight. Yeah.
No big deal.
Exactly.
It'll be easy.
It's going to be easy. It's going to be...
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at that. We're doing good.
We're actually doing pretty well. I think his health is dropping fast. I still
Yeah.
think we need to tune him harder.
Yeah, I mean, rotations are good. I feel comfortable throwing stuff at him.
Oh, I got stunned out of my heel, though.
Uh-oh.
That ain't good.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I think he's on the run.
Yeah, well, he's not going to get away from us.
Oh, no, he's not.
Especially not with those crystals in the way. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, get wrecked.
Man down. Nicely done.
Oh, Cassiterite. Nice. Someone's a rock nerd like me. I love it.
Minerals and mushrooms.
Minerals and
There's what
mushrooms. My
makes the world go
Instagram
round.
is literally mushrooms and opals.
I love it.
Yeah.
So we just took down Kablamont. We just went exploring in the world. We did some crafting. That is a good demo of our core loop.
I love it.
What do you think?
What do I make with this stuff now? I want more.
You want more?
I want more.
We need more funding to get more.
Yeah, no, that checks out. More mushrooms.
I mean, though, with the contest, we will get more mushrooms.
More mushrooms, and with GDC and more mushrooms, maybe you'll get more funding too.
Well, yes, I'm all about that.
Well,
we're gonna woo. But I love that we're gonna be able to plug Mythica into this build and get closer to Vizbar.
No, I'm excited. I think it'll be really nice to just flesh some more stuff out, add some more mushrooms. Ooh, doomed wood. Look at that. Doomed. Oh, that's the next tier of gear, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
Oh, look at that.
We like this.
Yeah,
how from your voice, from the mouth of the experts, how would Mythica up-level the experience of playing Haven?
I mean, I think that a bunch. I'm like a bunch more assets is my very phone it in kind of answer. But but I don't.
Variety.
It's wrong, because I feel like this loop is fun, like the action, like the characters, I like the recognizability, and I feel like yeah, I mean I'm a sucker for crafting systems though, so maybe you shouldn't take my word for as gospel.
Well, I mean, we're building this game for the crafters just as much for the combat folks, right?
Yeah.
We the way that we put it is, in our vision doc, is that crafting is just as important as combat.
I do like that. I love me some crafting. I'm like, what's this tree up here also? Really like. Sorry,
this is kind of the hints of our lore kind of popping in there. This is the dragonwood tree that you like, the mini one that we zoned into, but this is a source of power within our world that was being protected by Kablamont, who is a demigod of shadow.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So there's more. There's lots of lore that is going to get unlocked, but again, we need more assets and more variety to be able to really sprinkle that into the experience just as much as we've got what we have now.
Yeah, I mean, and the nice thing that we can provide is a ton more assets that are also, lore relevant. You have the ability to, with, any of our tree generators or the rocks. I mean, these are simple environmental assets, but, because you have the customizability of, the parameters in Houdini, you can make those whatever you want them to be, essentially. And so lore appropriate mushrooms, trees, rocks. Like the environment can really fit your aesthetic and your story in a million different ways.
Well, one of the ways that we really want to leverage AI is to have our environments be affected by the lore. Like this zone should be infected with shadow. So our trees should be like shadow tainted, our rocks, everything in the water should be shadow tainted. But then as you clear out mobs, we want to swap that out with clean versions of it. And having something like Mythica being able to create like the asset in 2 different looks, rather than having, actual humans have to paint that and, make them look novel depending on their state. That's super, super cool.
Yeah, I would really love to do that. Let's figure that out. Like, let's make some variations on these. Sorry, I'm trying to get up to 100 gold also.
We actually don't technically have currency. We kind of cut it out, and then this one NPC has currency.
Okay, so this is going to be challenging for me.
Yeah, I mean, can you click the buy button?
Nope. But I maintain optimism here. Let's just keep.
I believe in us. But do you want to have a little bit more fun?
A little bit. I do. I mean, I do like the sound of a little bit more fun.
I mean, go up even higher and come and join me down below in the arena.
Oh, the arena.
Whee! Down he goes.
God. Yeah.
All right. Ready? Hold on. I gotta summon something real quick.
Oh no! Summon.
Uh-huh.
Oh gosh.
And here we go, friends.
Oh, who's this? Molten. That's quite something. I feel like I should be this guy's natural enemy.
You should. So another AI tool that we have, I'll show you a demo of it like in private, but we've been working with another speedrun company called Zebra. And they have a smoke generator. Like smoke and fire and water generator that is so freaking cool. We couldn't incorporate it because of some frame rate issues. We have work to do there, but we can basically attach it to any of our character models, and then like the creature just becomes a smoke monster, a la Lost.
That sounds sweet. Yeah, I saw they had a really cool Houdini integration come out recently, actually.
Ooh, yeah, I'm gonna have to talk to Alex about that. See? Oh, but what if we could pair that up with Houdini and into Mythica? So then like our shadow creature or our shadow infected rocks and trees have that smoke that kind of comes off of it.
We could always give it a shot.
Oh, yo.
Executioner's axe now.
Oh, look at you. Yes, you do. Yeah. I love it.
Who says a mage has to use a wand?
No, you don't. Wait, okay, one more. We'll go for.
Yeah.
There's one more creature that I can cause trouble with.
When I'm gonna get a call randomly in the next couple of minutes, just so everyone is aware. And that's what I'm gonna drop.
Do you have to go?
I will when. Shambler. This is a big one.
There's 2 of them.
Oh gosh, we got this.
Can I cast on my horse? We'll see. Nope. I better get down off the horse if I want us to survive. There we go.
Excellent. Easy.
Oh, you guys just like it's nothing. Well, clearly our game isn't hard enough. We also need our AI difficulty scaling.
AI difficulty scaling. That's the solution for sure.
Absolutely. Like if you're too good for this game, we need to make sure that the game does crush you.
I mean, really, it's Tazev here. I'm just throwing my water bolts.
Well, Tazev does play with us every week. He's kind of like he's expert level.
That explains it. That makes all the sense in the world. Ooh. Oh. Okay. All right. Now is the time for me to depart, friends. It was lovely.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining us for a playtest, and we'll catch you guys next time.
Yeah. Next time when we're
Without a doubt.
When we hang out. Thank you all for joining us on the stream and checking out Haven and finding out about Mythica. Reach out to us if you have any interest in using Mythica as a tool, because they're looking to partner up with folks the way that they've partnered up with us. And if you want to make some mushrooms, contest starts now. The information about that will be posted on both of our socials, and we'd love to see you in the Discord sharing your mushrooms with us.
Yeah, if you're a Houdini artist, please, we want to pay you money to make awesome mushrooms. And it's gonna be a lot of fun. So join the contest and we'll have a great time.
All right. Have a great weekend, y'all, and we'll catch you next week. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Hit that button and buy a t-shirt with a dragon on it, and that will help us keep making some awesome games. Looks like this. I've already seen a Unleashed t-shirt out in the wild that I wasn't wearing, and I'm super excited about seeing more of them. So, yeah, buy a t-shirt.